This is a game that I played against Kesav Viswanadha at the People's Tournament in 2010. It was him as white, and he played a c3 Sicilian. And this is all book so far. This is a particularly interesting variation in that it's almost threatening mate immediately, and yet white can squiggle out of it. I played e6, although one can also play h5 directly. In this variation, black has to go back and protect that pawn by going all the way back to queen a, but because white is taking up the moves, there we're covering that c7 square. Because white is taking up the moves, it's okay to use those extra moves. And here we create a little spot that will become important later on the white squares. Notice that his white squared bishop is gone, so this could become advantageous later on. And here's a very unusual deployment of two rooks coming out in their own strange way. And he played this to try to free himself up. Notice his queen is tucked way back in the corner, so I thought I would take advantage of this by throwing the bishop in here and overloading his piece structure a bit. He pretty much has to recapture, although there are other options. They're all good for black. And upon recapturing it this way, there's the question of, well, how's he going to get his queen into play when all of my three pieces are in play? And the answer is to try to open up that diagonal. However, it gives me a much better square, which is that double checking dark square plus hitting on b2 action. He tries to go over there, but it's check. He gets the queen out of the way, and because of that earlier h3 move, I'm threatening mate, and he can't block it with rook to e2, or I'm going to take his other rook. So he blocks it with the queen, which gives me the check again. He has the block again, and now there's that once again taking advantage of the white square problem that he has on g2, threatening the mate. So he's got to block that, and I get to hit on the queen. And again check him. And now we just let the rooks do their thing. Because if he plays queen takes, again, the rook to g2 check before recapturing the queen wins a rook, which is decisive. So he has to go this way. And again, I'm going to threaten his stuff. He wants to move that queen down there, but he can't. So it gives me that one move that I need to get to that g2 square. And now there's a winning endgame here. As you can see, black has 4 pawns against the 1 pawn of white.